The predominant emotion on this earth is fear, and it has been for a while. Fear of death, fear of loss, failure, success, being judged, aging, lack of control, fear of the unknown. There are so many that rule our lives, and there's not a single person who doesn't carry at least some form of fear. When we function as if we're separate from source, we believe we are powerless, and we function from the mind, the ego, and who we believe we are. Self-awareness moves us back to wholeness and gives us back our power. Hi, Robin Plim here with another chapter from Awake, Aware, Conscious. Today we are looking at fear and how to move beyond it. As usual, tools and techniques to help you at the end. Our world is full of fear, and this creates a sense of powerlessness. It's a tool to control and manipulate. When we let out the fear overwhelm us, we feel a sense of weight, lack of control, or handing our power for someone else to save us, deal with the situation, or someone else to blame for it. Fear is a lower vibration. It keeps you planted firmly in the realm of the 3D emotions. If you are able to release the fear, you will be back in your power. Don't buy the story, narrative, excuses, or the reasoning, all of those things that people use to justify and encourage fear. Fear will spread like wildfire through those who aren't even aware that they're succumbing to it. They feel the anxiety, the stress in the body, all of the emotions that manifest, spreading the story without even stopping to think. Social and mainstream media can act as an accelerant to that very process. When you feel fear, look at it and assess, what are you truly fearful of? Ask the question, is this really true? The opposite of fear is trust. Trust in yourself, trust in something beyond you, that you'll be able to achieve anything you need to, coming out the other side of that fear stronger, and that you are supported and will triumph. With my tumor, I could have easily sunk into fear and gone into victim mode, just waiting for the medical system to fix me. I saw this for what it was. It was a lesson and an opportunity to wake up and take responsibility for my own life, doing the inner work. The universe had a plan for me. They told me everything was going to be working out fine. I just had to trust. When I took control for my own journey, I learned so much and grew as a person. I became more aware, more empowered, and I surrounded myself with like-minded people who encouraged me. I read books and took any opportunity to learn more. I found an outlet that kept me from sinking into fear. I had a purpose and a drive that gave me direction. And I came to recognize I did not need to be fixed because I was not broken. Those that let the fear consume them put the blinkers on, and they cannot see a way out. They spiral down, pulling their energy in, restricting and making themselves smaller. If we can push through the fear to trust in ourselves and in the universal God, our energy expands. We look at this fear as an opportunity to learn and move forward with courage. So fear has two meanings in a quote from Zig Ziglar: forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. You have two choices. So don't blame or condemn those who are lost in their fear. They've got to work through it themselves. What we need to do is empower people to see beyond the fear, encourage them to work through, diving deeper into what the fear is doing for them, What's the payoff for maintaining the fear? Giving them an opportunity to see the fear for what it truly is, a self-imposed emotion. Now, why do people choose fear? Well, they're choosing it subconsciously. Families, communities, and many other sources have raised us to be fearful. These beliefs are the earliest ones we learn. We're coming from a space of restrictive energy. It lets others control, dictate, and makes our choices for us. We hand our power away on the basis that someone else will make those choices, and we do as directed to avoid the fear. Now, the payoff for doing this is you don't need to act. You can let someone else tell you what to do, handle the situation, and give a course of action. Fear is a lack of power. Knowing, awareness, and self-direction. Those who let fear dictate their lives come from a place of lack of knowledge, lack of self, and a lack of trust. Fear is only in the mind, a state of being and a point of view. So a perceived threat will reflect in the body via an elevated heart rate, sweating, anxiety, and other physical symptoms. The mind releases the chemicals based on the thought. Thoughts lead to the fear reaction. Something in itself is not fearful until we give it power. For example, a spider. We decide if it's a threat. The fear response kicks in, all purely state of mind. It's how we choose to respond to those thoughts that will determine our body's responses. Now, if we choose differently, we can rewire the thoughts. The subconscious mind steps back when the emotions flood the body, and when the situation has passed or we change our response, the chemicals are flushed through the body and the conscious mind comes back online. If you live in a perpetual state of fear for self, family, health, you continually pump out these stress chemicals, which are not good for the body 24 hours a day. It wears the body out, drains the mind and the spirit. Now take responsibility for your beliefs and use the conscious mind to view the information you are given. You regain the power to choose. You may agree with the information and choose to follow it, or you might find contradictory information and choose to disagree. It's still a choice, but you've reclaimed your power and made an informed choice, not based on fear. Fear will never lead you to a sense of power. It's a lower emotion and it suppresses your energy field. You need to trust that you can come out the other side anything stronger, wiser, and more empowered and energized for it. Fear is only an emotion, and emotions are the realm of the 3D. So raise your vibration, raise your awareness, and function from the 5D of allowance. Be an observer, letting go of the lower frequencies to raise yourself up. You always have a choice, regardless of what you may think, justify, or explain away. You choose for whatever reason. There are no victims in this life. Life does not happen to you. It happens for you to grow your awareness. When you choose, come from a place of empowerment, knowledge, understanding, and your own power. Learn to vibrate beyond fear. Work on your own energy. Be heart-based. Tune in to your to other higher vibrational people. Do the inner work. Meditate, yoga, connect with your inner self. Be in the moment and mindful of the now. Avoid the what ifs. Slow down and find the stillness and quiet. Calm the mind, letting the emotional response flush through. Get help and support to help you work through it if you need it. So let's do a taking action. You need to believe you are powerful. Let go of the belief that you're powerless, helpless, or alone. These are all lies, and they are false beliefs that we have been entrained to believe. Move through the blockages and limitations. Be aware of the fear. Identify it and notice where in the body you feel it. Breathe deeply and imagine moving the energy and emotions through and out of the body. Be present in the moment. Become aware of colors, textures, what looks like, sounds like. If you're feeling overwhelmed, expand your awareness out. To ask yourself to take over if you just can't manage it, to help you move the fear. Notice distractions, a belief you need things outside of yourself, such as material things, bad habits, addictions, drugs, foods, media, ego, overthinking. It's letting the mind run in circles, activities to fill your time, judgments of self or others. So be in your power. Don't be afraid of your own power. Live from a heart center. Love, compassion, and wisdom are all available to you to function from. So I hope you've gained a better insight about fear and how to move beyond it. For more videos, check out the channel. And if you've made it this far, and like and subscribe for more weekly content. So thank you for your presence.